Alright, hello guys. Welcome to a new channel. It's probably gonna be Master June or whatever the hell I ended up naming this thing. Welcome to the channel. This is first video in a long time. So, right now in gaming, it's a pretty hot season, and that's because there's a lot of Switches and Switch 2s going around. Particularly the Switch 2 has been pretty, um, uh, successful. So I thought, why don't we just take a look, see what's out there right now in the market. I doubt there's anything at this point, but it is what it is. So a little context for who I am. My name is James. I used to do YouTube a long time ago. I used to do Let's Plays and unboxing videos. That was the main thing back then. And on Let's Play videos, what I've seen recently aren't that well as nuanced anymore. I'm actually a huge gamer to my heart. I just haven't been able to game as much recently because of adult life. But I do have a I do have a small Mennonite here. Mennonite, if the camera will focus, it's probably too bright. But Mennonite, Brawl Mennonite is absolutely broken as shit, and I don't care what anyone says. Mennonite is probably the strongest warrior in the universe. Besides Kirby, which Kirby is absolutely fucking insane. So, there's that. I have this Baby Yoda thing. I just have it on my desk for decorations and stuff. Behind me, there's a bunch of shoes. You guys probably can't see them that well, but there's a lot of shoes. I became a little bit of a Jordan head, and that's also a little goal. We're gonna focus on just shoes. What's going on around in the world as it is. So this is more like a reaction channel of sorts. But we're still going to have some basic gaming implements. Like, of course, we have RGBs flashing in the background. So we will get started. So when we're looking for something, if anyone grew up in the early 2000s, you would definitely know the Reshop channel theme. So let's put that on. And no matter how many times I fucking turn the thing down, it's still loud. So we are going to be looking for switches. So let's look up for Switch 2s if there's anything. There might be actually. So let's see if there is. And by the way, before I go any further, I grew up on the GameCube. I grew up on the Wii. I grew up on the PS3. I grew up on a lot of good consoles, right? So if anyone tries to talk to me about consoles, I kind of know what they're getting at. I just got into gaming PC very recently. It has only been a couple of months, but because I've been working and I've got injured and stuff, it's been fucking rough. But we're gonna try to get back into it. So why not better than start looking for a Switch 2 if there is any even. Just for reference, I have two monitors. I have a I have a Samsung Odyssey on my main monitor right here. This is okay. I have two monitors here. I should research which rating. So the one on my left on the video, it's going to show me pointing to my right, but I'm pointing to my left. It's a Samsung Odyssey G3 or G5, whatever it is, 144 hertz refresh rate, and the other one here, which is the main display I'm using for emails and stuff, it's a Samsung Essential Monitor, 75 hertz. So overall, it's not bad actually for a new setup. I got a MX Master Series mouse. For the camera, I'm using a Razer KO with the with the light ring, which, by the way, I just got this fucking thing yesterday, and it's still fucking great. And I got a Razer, Razer, how do you say it again? Razer Huntsman. That's what I got. I have it on the setting that just loops around, and it's probably gonna loop again, but who cares?
Get a credit card annual fee waiver and earn
What the
C+
fuck is
points
playing?
faster with the Scotiabank Ultimate Package.
It's
And
just
don't
some
wait
random
for
ad
time.
now.
Learn more at scotiabank.com/banking.
Okay.
Conditions apply. Scotiabank.
What's next?
You're richer than you think.
What's next? Oh, the Mii Maker theme from the Wii U. Oh, okay. Okay, that's actually not that bad. It's actually kind of fitting. So, so for the card bundle, there's absolutely nothing, which is not surprising. So let me try typing in a different postal code. If there's anything. Yo, what? Holy shit! There's one at Bay and Dundas. Yo, what? There's actually one left in stock? What the fuck? Wow, okay. I'll copy the link because I need to reference this again when I'm doing the maps. So that's just the cart bundle. How about the actual Switch itself? M1W. There's probably nothing. Come on. Look. The website's probably being stupid. There's nothing in stores. Okay. Alright. What about... Okay. EB Games. So, before we go forward with EB Games, it's time for a little history lesson here. I am from Canada, so what happened way back when I was growing up, and let me pause the music for a little bit here, so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. When I was growing up, EB Games was the main store for all the gaming, and it still is. But what happened was a couple of years ago, EB Games turned into GameStop, which I actually felt was more appropriate. But then they, and very recently, I don't know why the fuck they did it. They decided to recategorize it again into EB Games. So some parts of it's still gonna show GameStop. I guess they're just too fucking lazy to update their own fucking IPs and the web hyperlinks, but they're just fucking lazy. So there's that. So let's look again and let me put back on the music for you guys. So it should be okay now. Where's my Brave? Fuck, I have so many tabs here. It's not even a joke. Okay. So actually, how many? Are you serious? Okay. Why is almost all the Switch games $100? Okay, this one's $100. This is $100, and this is $100. This is just the beginning lineup. This is just the beginning lineup. It's not even fucking a few months down the road yet. Okay, all right, whatever. So let's see what we got. So let's type in Toronto. Let's see where we're at. Toronto. Okay. So overall, there's some availability. One's at Yorkdale, which is a little subjective, and then there's mainly some St. Clair, Gerrard, and Yonge Street. And you actually know Yonge Street has absolutely... Why the fuck did the audio just turn it down? Jesus. So there's some places that has them, but not as much. Okay. So let's put these in reference to where I am. So map. I gotta figure out something to do about the camera because it looks like I'm gonna look at it, but I'm not actually. So for reference, this is where I am. This is my area, the Omix, And if we go all the way here, the Yorkdale, where's Yorkdale Shopping Center? Here it is. So this is where Yorkdale is in the city of Toronto, which is where I'm at. And this is where I live. So that's quite a bit of a journey through public transportation. If it was driving, it wouldn't be that bad. It would probably have to go on the DVP 404 down DVP. And a cat, and the cat's gonna go up on the monitor now. No, 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 not now, Jesus Christ, no. So yeah, so it would be DVP onto the 404, then the 401, then we get off on Allen Road right here, and we do this. So that's where the most inventory, from what it appears to be, is there. And Bay and Dundas, which is the Eaton Center. So Eaton Center in Toronto is like it's the major mall. It's the major mall everyone knows. It's in core downtown near the University of Toronto, also near a bunch of well-known hospitals like Mount Sinai, Sick Kids, Toronto General, and there's a lot of cool things about Toronto, but it's mostly just trash. So again, I'm here, and this is where it is. So that's where the most relatively distance is for just switches in my city. If I probably went out to maybe Pickering or Ajax, which is like here in probably York region area, which is Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and Markham, I would probably find something there, but in maybe Brampton, but I don't know about that. Just for also a little educational thing, I guess. I don't need to do this, but I'll do it anyways because I can. Square One, right here. This is apparently the biggest mall in the country. I don't believe it personally one bit. It's more like a... I've been there before. It's actually fucking huge, chat. But from what I've been told, this is like one of the biggest malls in the country. I don't know if it's actually the biggest, but I've been told it's big. So why is it? I don't know. I've only been there once. People who live in Saga, they could maybe explain why. But I don't live there. I live in the fucking East End. But otherwise, chat, that's all for today. Just a simple hello. We're gonna just check the stock. It's switches. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for the channel. I'll be more than happy to look into them. Next time, we're probably going to be looking into Jordans, because I know there's going to be a big Jordan hype in the next 2 weeks or so regarding the taxis and the Grape 5s. So yeah, other than that, thank you all for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you guys sometime next week. Alrighty, take care.